good? It's Ak Baby, otherwise known as Akib Muhammad, born and raised in Islam, and I'm here talking to Isaac Knoxx, the well-known Christian rapper. Christian rapper. He's definitely a Christian, and the rapper isn't.
Yeah, it's in question whether or not I rap. That's up for a debate. What up, Ak Baby?
Hey, he wants us to move away from the wind and shit.
Fine with that.
That's God looking down upon this interview. Listen.
Right.
There's a lot of cliches that go on. I'm sure you have to deal with. Well, I know you have to deal with every time you rap. I didn't have to deal with it as much because I don't think people just really knew how to approach me. So a lot of people would say Muslim this, but it never really felt like they were overdoing it. It just seemed like, you know, part of their rounds.
Yeah.
But what is the? There's probably like a lot of misconceptions about Christianity that people want to bring up towards you, that you have to feel. I don't know if you feel you have to freestyle answer it, or if you kind of see it coming or whatever like that. With me, I would kind of just ignore it unless they say like a good line and I rebuttal. So how do you handle like the petty stuff? Like they'll say, I know you hate that gays are getting married soon, or something like that.
Yeah. It's funny. I thought it was hilarious that Ellipsis used the phrase like you're a racist Christian, like all Christians are racist as well. It's just hilarious the kind of ideas that people come up with about what a Christian is. But here's the thing, what's tough is that, you know what the fans would hate is rebuttals that are basically just like fact checks. You know what I mean? Those are the worst rebuttals. So that's always what I'm like thinking of and tempted to do. It's like I'll get these rounds that people are basically describing their idea of a Christian and none of it has anything to do with me. Like it's like I don't relate to whoever you're describing there, but you're saying it's me. But those rebuttals wouldn't work. So I do have to just ignore that. It is funny though, man, like it's funny because if I was battling you and I wanted to like hit on the Islam thing, it would just be for the sake of like wordplay or just a quick cultural crack, you know what I mean? I do feel like there is a bigger target on my back because there's like a genuine hatred people have for Christianity, and
it's kind of like when you go overseas and you battle a dope flop dude or somebody from like from Africa, and they're like, you're American, you did this and that and the third.
Exactly.
And they act like you voted on the damn council to see if we should bomb Korea or some shit.
Yeah, like I was in charge of it or whatever.
Shout out to Dumbfounded. Yeah, they act like you in the Tea Party and shit. I noticed that. I noticed that there. But I mean, it's hard to turn down that angle though. Is it like, do you blame them?
I don't blame them because it works. I mean, it's funny, like it's proof, because yesterday the one thing that kind of frustrated me about the battle is that I genuinely think Ellipsis is really dope and I want to see him do well. So as somebody who is a fan of his, I was annoyed that every single subsection of his content was stuff I had heard 3 or 4 times. Not just overall, but even the little details. So that was like, man, but it's an example of the fact that it still works because his third got crazy reaction for stuff that was already said to me by Sid and D-Mites and Godzilla and like all the little leagues I've been to. Like,
so, let me ask you a question. If you battle him, is it automatically a religion war and it goes viral and people are like, oh my God, these people don't understand anything about the faith?
Oh, I'm automatically clowning him for every religious thing I have. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm part of the problem. I'm definitely hitting them. But see, my thing is, I don't like using the same ideas that other people used. So I think I would attack it in a unique way. Like I would brush on topics that people may not think about it. And my other thing is that I would hit more personal topics with him more than my Christian jokes would apply to him. You see what I'm saying? Like there wouldn't be an overall condemnation of Christianity in general. It'd be him and his conflict with battle rap. I'm over here teaching people how to battle you and shit.
Right.
But that's how I would approach
future opponents.
That's how I would approach it. It would be his conflict of being a battle rapper or a rapper in general and a Christian and how people may perceive that. You feel me?
I want to ask y'all this.
I'm writing rebuttals right now.
To wrap up the interview, I want to ask y'all this. How do you feel about people that say, I can't battle rap, it goes against my faith? There's probably a bunch of people at home right now that can't battle.
There's a lot of Muslims that don't listen to music, period, because they believe that it's haram. I mean, niggas didn't know I knew that word. I speak Arabic. No, I don't. Listen, haram. They think it's like the opposite of what they should be doing. And honestly, like most things we do throughout the day are the opposite of what religion tells us to do, and so on and so forth. But If you don't want to battle rap, you don't want to do music because you think it goes against your self-belief, your belief, then fine. But don't come and tell me I shouldn't because it goes against my belief, you know what I mean? You don't know what I believe. Whether I call myself a Muslim or he calls himself a Christian or what have you. So, you know what I mean? It all goes to each his own.
Yeah, man, like, that was a question that I got a lot when I first started out. And I mean, one of the simple answers is, it's just a sport, man. Like, it would be completely wrong for me to walk up to Knoxx right now and punch him in the face, right? But if we box or we're like UFC fighting, that's the sport, you know? So I'm not gonna just walk up to somebody and like try to pick them apart and insult their like freaking soul in every decision they've ever made. But in a battle, that's often an angle I take because that's just one of the tools that you use in the sport. So there's that, and then the other side is like, and this is more kind of some inside baseball content for like Christians too, is it's like one of the general ideas is you want to get out and be involved in the world, and so that you can have like an influence, a positive influence with people. And it's like in battle rap, you don't get to build these kind of relationships that I have without participating and in an effective way, you know. I never went into battle rap like I'm just gonna preach to these people and be above what everyone else is doing. It's like, no, I'm gonna battle genuinely for no other reason except that I really want to and naturally get to know people, and that's having a bigger effect or whatever, you know, the church would want to call it, than anyone else would have in this kind of place.
Yeah, and as far as participation and like gaining respect in a thing, I mean, I feel like that's how if you want to bring some type of justification to who you are, that's how you earn respect here. I mean, there's no other way to do it unless you're New Nails, you know what I'm saying? Then you can just stand on stage and be big, you know what I mean? Other than that, if you want somebody to actually listen to you, you want to be a force in here, then you have to get in there and do what you gotta do.
You gotta get in the ring.
You gotta get in the ring. And yeah, so Christianity,
yeah,
Muslim, Gaza Strip. Wait, no.
Isaac and Ishmael.